your great Granny, she used to hate when Mama used to cut your hair. She would like, leave my Chucky's hair alone. Yeah. Well, it was real. But it was getting that way to her like mine does, because like when I wet mine. It's been a pretty good week. He's always a good boy, because I love him. But one night he had some, fussiness and restlessness. But overall, it's been a pretty good week.
So he was good when you got here, sleeping good when you got here? Because I was asleep too when you got here.
But like at 3:15, he woke up, he was wet, and I gave him half of his dose, half of one of his tablets of tizanidine, and because he was starting to have some muscle spasms. But he went right back to sleep. But when he saw I was here, I snuck in on him. He just grinned from ear to ear. I said, we'll play in the morning.
Okay.
He had the lowest his O2 sat was me this week, was 79, and the highest was 90.
Okay. Well, yeah, I noticed his O2 sats have actually been on the high side.
For him, yes.
This week. Hospice has been concerned. It looks like it started off as like maybe an ant bite, but it has stayed raised.
It has that rough feeling like a wart in the wart family,
Yeah, so we're not really sure what this is on the side.
I played with it. He didn't even show any signs that it hurts, but we just been watching it.
It doesn't seem painful. I'm going to try to get this on video.
Okay, and it looks the same as it did when I saw it Monday for the first time. I've never had a job that I loved as much as taking care of the pediatric babies, and I never thought I would like it. I always said I would never.
If anybody has seen something like this, and you know what it might be, it's not draining. It's like it became a fluid-filled sac. As you see, the redness has just about gone from it. We're putting antibiotic ointment on it.
And it's dry now.
But I don't really know what it is. Bryson, do you know what it is? Wait, so what else, Liz? Is that it? He had a good night, huh?
Yeah, it's been pretty much an uneventful week for him. Okay. While I was here at night. Okay. He had some rough days with you, but by nighttime, there was only like one night, was it Monday night, he had trouble staying asleep. Yeah, but other than that.
Well, he was constipated, and we did a suppository, and he's got relief, so I think that was part of it. Yeah. Okay, here's Miss Marguerite. It's Friday, November 7th. She's with Bryson. He's just waking up from his nap, and she's going to give us her weekly report.
Well, so far, Bryson has had a pretty good week this week, all except for constipation. He has been constipated this week, but he had a large bowel movement on Wednesday. Until then, he had been constipated from Saturday until Wednesday. And medication has been about the same, but every now and then we have to adjust his medication a little bit. So that he gets rest.
So in the afternoon, that's when we're having to adjust it. What's happening in the afternoon, Miss Marguerite, after that morning nap?
After that morning nap, it's very hard for him to go to sleep in the afternoon. After that morning nap, we have to adjust his medicine, maybe give it to like a half an hour early, or maybe give him a half a pill early, just so that he can calm down a little bit, rest a little bit, because his heart rate goes up to 135, 140. We have to really watch his heart rate.
Yeah, we sure do. Yeah, at night I'm also seeing some dips in his oxygen where it's hard for him to get back up to around 80. It's taking a little while if he gets overexcited. So we are doing the half of tizanidine about 5 or 6 o'clock also.
Yes.
So, and then that kind of calms him down until bedtime, which is 8 o'clock. So that's only 2 hours. So I could say that the effects of the tizanidine, I feel like, are weakening now, don't you, Marguerite?
Yes.
It's not as effective as it was.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because it takes a little longer for him to calm down, a little longer for him to go to sleep.
Yeah, and right now he just got about an hour and a half nap, and he's sitting here, his head's not twisted, his arms are relaxed. He's still drowsy from the tizanidine and Valium this morning, but he looks
give him
comfortable.
Yeah, he's comfortable. Give him about maybe 45 minutes, and then you can really see him to get riled up. Around
Okay.
about 1:30 or 2.
Okay.
And you have to adjust his medicine again.
Okay, and this little cough here. Seen
I
much
hate
of that
that.
this morning?
Yes, seen a lot of that this morning. In fact, we had to give him that sinanazine for his cough. Yeah, we had to give him that this morning for his cough.
Okay, currently his vital signs are what, Miss Marguerite? What you got up there?
84 for his oxygen and 80 for his beats per minute.
Okay, so from last week to this week, would you say Bryson's about the same? Would you see a slight decline, or is it basically the same?
I see a slight decline.
Okay. Bryson, you want to say hey? You want to say hey to everybody? You ready to talk yet? Look at him. He's like, don't bring that toward me. You want to smile and say hey? Not yet. Okay, darling. But Bryson, he is having some restlessness, and his hospice nurse came yesterday, and she is concerned. The hospice nurse came yesterday. She's concerned a little bit just because of, he's got a little bite on the side here. It looks like a bite, but we're not sure what it is. It doesn't, it stays raised up. It started off as like a fluid-filled bite, and then it ruptured, and it's still raised up. Bryson, he's got a little cough. He's being suctioned some at nighttime, but he doesn't have a fever. And look at the camera, baby. You want to tell everybody hey? You want to tell everybody hey? You say hey. You say hey, show me flashlight. He wants to show off his flashlight. His oxygen right now is 84%. His heart rate is 98. Bryson is stable. The hospice nurse came, and she, we had talked about how we need to move Bryson's bed. As you can see, there's a side up here. It's right up against the wall. He's of the size now. We need to be able to put both sides of this bed down so two people can pull him up in the bed, and we need to be able to be on both sides of the bed. And this room is so small that if we do that with the bed, pretty much everything else is going to have to go. Are looking at just doing a room redo, hopefully through Make-A-Wish, that they'll come and help do that. I have another room that was a bedroom. Before I bought the house, someone had taken the wall down to make their den twice as big. And I really don't need a big den. I'd rather have the big bedroom for him. And that's what we're actually going to try to get done through Make-A-Wish. But I'll tell you a little bit about Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish, we started this process in, I'll give you a timeline. We started it in early July, I'd say, where there was a call from the office and discussion about wishes and documents I signed, consents and all, and who would be involved with the wish. And most of that's if you're planning on taking a trip with brothers and sisters or family members, consents regarding travel. And when you're when you're on oxygen, you're at home and you're not mobile and cannot be, takes a lot of rest periods for you. A trip is not something that can be considered for Make-A-Wish, not for someone like Bryson. So we've kind of opted and hoping that we can do the bedroom redo to make it more conducive for him. And because all of us are older, we really need to be able to use two people to lift and move him. Bryson's going on 60 pounds now, and we need to be able to use two backs instead of one to move him. So the timeline, back to the Make-A-Wish timeline. So this was started in early July, and everything was signed, everything was discussed about what would we ruled that out and decided things to make him comfortable, his room being one. since that's where he spends the majority of his time. We decided to go that route. However, Make-A-Wish, I got an email from them after our initial contact and paper signed in July. Didn't hear anything else until August 27th. August 27th, I got an email from another person who said, well, we can't do the golf cart, so let's brainstorm and come up with other things. And that's the last communication I've had from Make-A-Wish, and it is now November. However, hospice has reached out to them. I have reached out to them again because we'd really like to get this done. I don't know if anyone else has done this through Make-A-Wish, but I'm hoping if is any kind of construction going on in the house, that is gonna be quick, because he doesn't like loud noises. Hopefully we'll hear from him. And one of the other things is we've had to stop putting Bryson in the shower because his legs hurt when we pick him up and under his knees. I think he's trying to get contractures there, and that's very painful. So sitting up, picking him up, and taking him to the shower is no longer an option to get in a shower chair. My bathroom is tiny. It's like a 5x7 maybe. And in the shower, I don't have room to open up his shower chair all the way where he can lay down. It has to stay in a reclined position. So it's been very difficult to bathe him over the last month. I don't think we've used that shower. And so we're trying to wash hair and give him a bath in the bed, which I don't like because it's not really a real bath in my mind. And I think the warm water from the shower felt good on him, didn't it? You like it on your head and your wings. So, I don't know if they can do anything about the bathroom. It'd be nice, but, I don't know. So hopefully we can get some better accommodations going soon for his care, because it is getting more and more demanding and not really ideal for his situation, especially us trying to take care of his skin like we are. So that's my Make-A-Wish. So, I'm not sure, that this will even come to fruition. I actually kind of gave up on it, really, and just felt like we're going to have to probably move his whole bed out into the den to be able to get this done. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all posted on that. I'll give you another update as soon as I hear something back from him. Who's coming? Who's coming? I hear somebody.
I'm coming.
I hear somebody. Who's that? Who's that, Bryson? Who is here? Who is here? Who's that? Who's that? Who else is here?
Hey, my handsome. You just a happy little camper this morning.